Oh my goodness! Do you like to embarrass me?
Today we are gathered because two people have loved each other for a long time, over 25 years. And so it is upon our desire that we recognize their love as well as their commitment to God and each other today. Would you bow in prayer with me? Lord Jesus, I just thank you again. I thank you for this love. Lord, it's rare that we see a marriage last 25 years and longer. And Lord, I love Nancy. She's been my friend for many, many years. And I love Doug. And it's great that I've met them individually. And now I've seen them come together and have such a beautiful life together. Lord, I pray that this recommitment of their vows would be honoring to you as well to them. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Nate, who gives your mom to your dad in this ceremony? Say hi to him.
Am I the only wedding party here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
You are for the wedding party. So now you go reach and you put your arm out and you walk her to the ceremony.
After her maid of honor gets up there.
Yeah.
At least I'm not wearing a purple jacket, but I would have worn something a little different.
Oh my God, your purple jacket. I wish you were wearing
Oh,
it.
I have a picture of it out there. We're going to
Okay.
share a little bit.
Oh my
Your
goodness.
boots.
So just for a little recap, I have known Nancy since high school, as many as you guys know. And it was really, we knew each other through high school, but it was really our senior year that we started hanging out. We started going to different dances and different things together. Not as a couple, but as friends. Big group would always go. And the biggest story that I have with Nancy, for me, is that this last day of school, I had a Porsche, and we were peeling through the parking lot in my Porsche. Down the hill, and I had a bottle of champagne. She popped it, and something happened because we almost exploded everywhere, and we almost crashed the car. And it was like last minute turn.
Because at the bottom of the hill was that guardrail, like it narrowed down. Yeah.
And we're still alive because Dean has like 9 lives anyways. So and then a year later, I think it was, I was in The Sound of Music and Doug was in The Sound of Music, and I got to know
I was
Doug.
Franz.
You was Franz. I was Captain Von Trapp.
He was a much better actor than I am.
I was just going to say that about
As
you.
you all know.
I was going to say about you.
As you all know.
Doug is very artistic and
Yeah.
talented in many ways.
Dean tells the story.
And so it was great that I got to know Doug, and then later Nancy started working at Claim Jumper. Well, I was working at Claim Jumper. And we've been friends. We've already hung out in Palm Springs together, and we've done all this other stuff with all these other people.
Stealing golf carts.
And there's all these great
They
stories
never
do
between
that.
Nancy and I. And
That never happened.
right?
People in this room who said it never happened.
That's right.
But I
They
remember
were there.
at Claim Jumper, she started talking about Doug, that she's dating Doug and this and Doug
I was the
that.
creep that hung out at the end of the bar.
And you were.
I
And so it was so great that out of all of us, back in the day, we sat around Annette's house and we talked about who's the first one to get married, who's going to have the most kids, and who da-da-da. I was, you were the first one to get married. I was the one who was going to have the most kids, but not in marriage.
So how many is that now?
And it was awesome just to see that you guys both fallen in love. But it has been a bigger blessing to me just to see how your marriage has been through all these years. And so I've gotten to see all these kids being born and being here just to join the family, and it's been an honor to stand at your 10-year anniversary renewal and also today. So with all that in mind, I have a couple things that I wanted to share. It's just going to be really quick. But God, I really believe that the Bible talks about 4 different key commitments in marriage. And the first one is communication. Because it's so easy to say I love you, but it's so hard to live those words day in and out. So
We're working on it.
and yet we know that the most beautiful diamond is formed through pressure, right? As well as a marriage is formed the same way. The result is something that somebody can admire for its brilliance. And in fact, marriage was instituted long ago. It's one of the first things that God instituted. God said, it is not good for man to be alone. And he brought all these animals in front of Adam and said, Adam, pick a mate. And I think this is how we know that God had a sense of humor. Because where did he find this mate, right? He would have to look at one and go, oh, please no, this one's too hairy, and this one's neck is too long. And you can see that the pain that he must have felt. And then he caused the man to go into deep sleep.